So I just recently played as the Dungeon Master for the first time. Let's talk about that. So being the Dungeon Master means that you are the god of the game. You decide what your players' successes and failures look like, and it's your job to narrate what happens in a way that you can keep it fun for the players while still pushing the story along. You're responsible for the fun of your players, and that's a lot of weight to bear, but it's worth it. So I recently DM'd a campaign where we were playing through the Lost Mines of Phandelver pre-written campaign that is included in the D&D starter set. I played with some of my family members. The party kind of consisted of my wife, my brother, his girlfriend, my mother, and her husband, my now stepfather. None of them had ever played before. My wife and brother play a lot of World of Warcraft with me, so fantasy they get. And they got the similarities between WoW and D&D. His girlfriend had only recently started playing WoW, maybe a week's worth of playing. She's still on a starter account and all that, so she's just now getting into it. And then my mother and stepfather were the ones I would have guessed would probably be shy and not too eager to play or role play outside of just following the rules, kind of playing the way they play. But this is why D&D is great. Within the first encounter, which is one of the first things that you do in this adventure, you get thrown right into an encounter. My father-in-law decided he was going to rip the leg off of a dead horse and beat a goblin with it until they tied him up to question him. Let me remind you that they have never played before, and I even made the characters for them so that they wouldn't have to go through that overwhelming mess for their first experience with D&D. This was great, I thought. They're actually getting into it. They got, when I said, you can do anything you want, the dice decide if you succeed or fail, and they're just running with that. Now, my brother and his girlfriend are both playing Tiefling Warlocks, without telling them much other than you can pick X-God/Demon, and that's how you get your powers. When I asked her how she dealt the killing blow to one of the goblins, she said, I will carve, the sigil of my god in it and pray to her. And my response was, that's awesome. So I let her do it, awarded her with a point of inspiration, and we continued playing. There are many brutal kills, attempts at shocking a goblin by the nuts, which resulted in a critical failure, and some self-shocking, and tons of laughs. Everything went better than expected. We finished up the session after they killed the goblin's boss without him even getting an attack off. I asked everybody if they liked it and wanted to try playing again the following week. They agreed, so I started writing my own adventure for them to play rather than playing the pre-written story. A few days passed, and I sent a message to a group chat that we had made saying that I have a new campaign ready and that they can make new characters if they want or play the old ones just at starting fresh at level 1, but was not expecting the response I got. My brother's girlfriend had responded in the group saying, me and Camden want to play again as soon as possible. So we did. We played that night, my custom campaign. Not much combat this time, but it seems everyone still had fun. And now we had a good world to play in. I guess that kind of wraps up the stuff that I had to talk about here. So I'll just end this video saying I'm loving this game. I'm CJ with Nerdosity. Go get out there and roll some 20s. Bye-bye.